Would you give your ex a kidney?
That's not something you hear every day, and I'm sure the answer is different for everyone, but for one woman, the answer was easy. WCI3's Amanda Brennan is with us. Amanda, spell all this out for us.
Sure. Well, a Muhammad man has been battling a list of medical conditions for years. Cancer, a torn rotator cuff, and an irregular heartbeat kept Quintin Porter in doctors' offices on a regular basis. But it was at the end of 2019 when his blood work revealed another problem. Stage 4 kidney disease. It was progressing toward stage 5. That's when his biggest battle began.
Once I hit stage 5, I would need a kidney or a coffin.
It's news no one wants to hear.
I was terrified.
But for Quintin Porter, hearing his kidneys were failing was a part of his reality. As 2019 came to a close, the next page in his medical journey was opening.
They're like, dialysis is going to be your bridge to a kidney.
He started working with OSF doctors to cross that bridge together. Porter went to dialysis classes, memorized his instructional books, and had a surgery for a catheter right away.
If you won't follow the basic rules, you're going to die.
His body was then ready to be hooked up to a machine and filter parts of his blood that working kidneys would usually do on their own. After a few months of being tethered to a machine for hours a day,
I got a text message, and it was from someone who at first I went, who's this?
That March 16th message was from Christy Stott, his ex-girlfriend from high school. They hadn't talked in nearly 40 years.
And she said, I have your kidney.
Stott had been following his story on social media.
He's someone who is so exuberant. He needs to get out there. He needs to live his life. I mean, nobody should have to be tethered to a dialysis machine every day, all day long, but especially him. He's a really active dad. I mean, this was just slowly, it was literally slowly killing him.
So the transplant process began. It started with filling out papers and getting blood drawn with doctors.
And they're like, this looks like it's going to be a really nice fit. Well, we did all the testing, and it turned out she was an absolute perfect match.
They both have type O blood, but there was one problem.
What made this unusual is that actually this was a size mismatch.
She is very petite, and I am not. I called her the honeybee, and I'm the bear.
But the story doesn't end there. Dr. Christopher Johnson knew there was more that could be done through the National Kidney Registry and a paired exchange program.
There's dozens or hundreds of different pairs, and what they do is they try to match the right donor with the right recipient, no matter where in the country it is.
So that's what happened. Porter's name went onto a list to get a kidney and Stott's to donate. After more paperwork, a nurse called Porter.
She goes, what are you doing October 4th? And I went, nothing, why? She goes, oh, great, we're going to be doing a transplant that day.
His name was in the paired exchange system for only 35 minutes.
She said, it's the fastest match we've ever found in a paired donation system. That, to me, was the greatest day when they went, you're good to go.
Porter and Stott went to OSF's St. Francis Medical Center in Peoria for their surgeries on the same day.
So I actually went in the morning and whisked my kidney off to Cleveland. And then Quintin's surgery started around midday. And so his transplant was complete by that night. So it felt like my kidney was going to him.
He was getting a kidney from a donor in Miami, Florida. I was able to introduce the two of them virtually. There's so much more to this story, and tonight at 6, I have the privilege of showing you that emotional connection. Plus, how Porter is feeling today, 6 months after surgery.